Ready?
Yeah, where do you want to start?
I honestly don't even know with this one. It's,
We can start with the fact that it's been over 3 months and we have not been able to make any progress on the shipping container house.
yeah, that's probably a pretty good place to start.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, I'm Tyler, this is Todd, and welcome to our 10-acre, fully off-grid homestead in the middle of the woods. We've spent the last 2.5 years working towards a dream of building a state-of-the-art shipping container home, taking on projects way outside of our comfort zone, from building driveways, installing underground plumbing and electrical, to building gardens to supply our own food. We've tackled it all, but we were only just getting started. As we made progress with the container home, it became very clear that between the design, engineering, permitting, and finally fabrication, it would be a dream years in the making. So that begged the question, where are we going to live in the meantime? And that sent us on the epic adventure of building a geodesic dome to call home, complete with all the modern amenities like a beautiful kitchen, heat and air conditioning, and even a few extra perks like a cedar wood-fired sauna and hot tub made life comfortable again after spending 2 years living in an RV parked in the woods. And then the day we worked so hard for was finally here. Our container home arrived to the land, and the most beautiful day of our dream finally becoming a reality happened. Well, that is until it all came crashing down a few days later. Before things fell apart, we showed you around our new home, and that's where our story today begins. Come along.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you.
So for right now, we're gonna be taking the back entrance to get into the shipping container home. And the reason for that is the front door is so nice that we just don't wanna damage it during construction.
We want to live in the house before we break it.
Exactly. So this main floor is gonna be completely open concept. Look at this door. This door is an 8-foot tall door. We went with really tall floor to ceiling windows and doors for the whole house. It just lets way more light in and makes it feel more grand. So here, as soon as you come in, there's gonna be shelving for like storage and coats and all of that. Right here, we're gonna have a little bit of a getting ready area, like a boot bench sort of thing. And then you come into the kitchen. Right here, this window is 4 feet by 4 feet. It's massive, and we had this idea to put a sink right here. So we're gonna do a 42-inch wide sink, so it like basically fills the whole space. And we did awning windows, so when they crank open, they just let such a nice breeze in. And then we're gonna have our range and fridge and everything along this wall. And right here, we're gonna have a 10-foot long island, and then the view is just gonna be the whole living room, the forest. Really excited for that. And then you come in this way. This is going to be, I guess, maybe like a guest bedroom. We haven't really figured it out. We may use it as an office. And then when you come along here, this is the main floor bathroom. So rather than putting a bathtub, we decided that we're gonna do a really nice stand-up shower on the main floor. The reason being is we don't take a lot of baths. If we ever decide to have kids, we'll have a massive kitchen sink that we can bath infants in. That's what we're telling ourselves anyway.
Or we can hose them down in the yard.
Yeah, exactly. And then this room right here is going to be bedroom number 2. So in total, the house is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And a little over 1,200 square feet. So it's not a really large size house by any means, but then this is just gonna be a guest bedroom for when friends and family come to visit. And then right here is gonna be the mechanical room. So this is just gonna be for the essential things like our sub panel, which is gonna connect into our main shipping container battery building. And then the hot water tank and all of the other sort of essentials that a house needs. And then right here, look at this view. So we did floor to ceiling glass on this whole wall. This faces east, so this is gonna allow us to have beautiful sunrises in the morning. I just cannot wait to be in the kitchen preparing food and just like
I can't wait for you to be in the kitchen preparing food.
And then this is the living room, obviously. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have a wood stove against the wall with the 2 windows. And right here is what I'm so excited for. It is a spiral staircase that will wrap around and take you upstairs to the upper container, which is our master suite. So there's gonna be a huge hole cut in the ceiling, so the spiral staircase acts as like a center point in the main floor.
Yeah, maybe we should also try and get like a fire pole in here.
Do you wanna take them upstairs and show them?
Sure, let's go upstairs.
So when you come out, this is gonna be a deck right here.
With views of the forest.
What do you think? It's hard to believe, isn't it?
It is. It's so wild. Like seeing a dream that we've been working towards for so long, actually, like, I can touch it. It's wild.
Okay, let's go upstairs. So for now, in order to get upstairs, we have to use a little ladder that we have set up here.
It works, you know? Careful on the ladder, lad. So up on the roof, these 3 containers are gonna be a rooftop deck with a staircase here that will go down to the main deck below. So this will be built up to the same height. We're gonna be insulating underneath the deck to keep our ceiling heights downstairs as high as we can. And then coming in, this is our bedroom area. So it fits a king bed perfectly across this way. So we'll be able to wake up, this faces perfectly east. So we'll wake up with the sunrise every morning, and then coming this way, we'll walk through the closet around the stairs, which are right here. So this will take us back down to the kitchen and living room. I'm in the closet now, and I came back out, and I'm in the bathroom. So this is our shower. It will go this full length of the container and give us such cool views of the sunset at the end of our day.
It's so beautiful. Obviously, you guys know how much time and planning went into this, but like to see everything here in person, it's a really great feeling. Ready?
Yeah, where do you want to start?
I honestly don't even know with this one. It's
Well, we can start with the fact that it's been over 3 months and we have not been able to make any progress on the shipping container house.
yeah, that's probably a pretty good place to start.
So the design of the house was all open concept on the main floor with a central spiral staircase that took us up to the upper container, which was our bedroom. 3
Right
days,
here.
yeah, right there. 3 days after the containers arrived, it was discovered that the staircase was not going to fit, and everything kind of came tumbling down. And
the reason for that is where we live, there's a requirement that a spiral staircase, the opening needs to be 70 inches by 70 inches. And the reason for that is if there was ever a fire, the fire crew need to be able to access the upper level to rescue people, which does make a lot of sense.
it's nice to have room for a cute fireman to carry you down the stairs.
But the issue is, if we had put that in that upper container, we would have been only left with like 7 or 8 inches to get by. And then their other requirement is that you need a 36-inch walkway for like a hallway basically, which also makes sense.
Yeah, so it's been pretty hard. You've
Yeah.
probably noticed that we haven't been as regular with our posting schedule, and that's 2 things. We definitely fell. We went through a hard time mentally when our dream literally fell apart in front of our eyes, and we had spent so long imagining how this was going to be.
Yeah.
And
It was also just like really embarrassing too. Like, it's just really embarrassing because we share our life with you guys every week, and this has been our dream, and then like to just have it all come crashing down and like not be able to explain it. And
yeah, and we're still working through the redesign of how to get to the upper container. We are going to find a way, and like Tyler said, it's just embarrassing, and we actually hired professionals to help us with this design and like fabrication of the house, and unfortunately there were some team members that let us down, and
that's what also we've been struggling with too, because at the end of the day, the buck stops with us. It's something we should have caught as well. So anyway, it's just been a really emotionally trying time, and I know in the video that we shared with you last week of the house being lifted into place in August, it's now November, there was a lot of you that were really upset, but the reason we didn't share is because we weren't in an emotional place that we could share it. There's literally nothing has happened with the house since, and
it sounds like we're still not in an emotional place to share.
really though. But
we know that there's a silver lining in here somewhere.
We're still looking. We'll let you know.
It's hidden deep, but all things happen for a reason. This is just part of our journey, and we're going to find a way through it, and we're going to bring you along now, and
Yeah,
we're going
it's onwards and upwards.
Yeah,
we woke up early this morning.
It's getting cold. There's some work that we can keep doing here to keep moving forward on some stuff. We've got our friend Adam coming to help us get the electrical running because it would be nice to have full stable electric through all of this. So
we've got a plan. We're gonna get there.
and we're sorry that we kept a secret from you for so long, but we just needed to process. So anyway,
We're still processing clearly, but anyway.
but that's enough for today. We're gonna clean ourselves up before Adam gets here.
Yeah. You ready to start tackling some electrical?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. So I'm sure a lot of you will remember when we put in that really big solar array, a lot of you were like, why are you putting in so many solar panels for just the Geodesic Dome? We put in 20 kilowatts, which is an insane amount of solar. But hopefully now that you know about the container house, it's just like starting to make more sense. The goal with the build is to make it completely passive. And what that means is all the energy for heat and things like boiling water and cooking is all gonna come from the solar panels, which is completely free. We won't have an electricity bill or anything like that. We are gonna still have backup systems, of course, in the event that something goes down with that. But anyway, the goal for today is to try and get this battery building and get the panels wired in and do all that stuff. So our friend Adam's gonna come by and lend us a helping hand, and we're gonna hopefully get this done.
It's almost like you've done this before.
Yeah. I through? Yeah. Not too heavy. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
I was expecting to do that.
Feel the tension.
All right, so I get the fun job of being the first one to try pulling the cable. So we'll see how this goes.
Whoa! Woo!
That went quick.
Yeah, that went really fast. The falls fast should be easy to fix fast.
I see cables! Woo!
We are seriously crushing this project, you guys. Todd just got the first cables through. It feels exhilarating. You know, we've worked so hard to get to this point, and we're this close to electricity. Oh, I'm just like on cloud 9, but I'm just gonna whip us up some fuel to keep us going. And that's thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Athletic Greens. AG1 is the ultimate all-in-one nutritional formula, jam-packed with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. It really helps with your energy levels, your sleep, your motivation in the day. It's truly a holistic product. And that's because rather than taking a million different vitamins and supplements, AG1 replaces your medicine cabinet with just this little tiny canister that you put in your fridge, 1 scoop of it, mix it with some ice water, that's my personal favorite, shake it up, and you're good to go. And while feeling great is awesome, let's be honest, if it's something you have to drink, it comes down to its taste and texture. If you've ever had a greens powder before, you're probably turned off by the chalky, bitter taste that they normally have. Not AG1, it's just subtly sweet. It blends perfectly with just a couple shakes. There's truly no downside to it whatsoever. Take my word for it. Make sure you check it out down below. By doing so, you'll get 5 free travel packs as well as a 1-year supply of the vitamin D drops. Don't miss it. I'm gonna shake these up and we are gonna get started on array number 2.
Okay, so then we'll get geared up. We'll unspool the rest of the other.
You want a green one?
Yeah. Standing here and trying to pull all these. If that's not coming off there.
It's kind of like a finger trap.
Exactly, Chinese finger trap.
Do people normally do this like all in one step?
Yep. If you get them twisted, there's no way you're ever gonna. They all should be spinning the same way to make it easy.
Oh, yeah, easier said than done, I guess.
You can just make sure that nothing's like starting to tip or anything like that. Like just like keep an eye on, like make sure everything's like rolling smoothly. If anything's getting caught up, tell them to stop pulling. And so you want to make sure that you have the same potential in the ground at every single location, so that if you touch something that should be grounded but it has a different potential, then you don't want to get a shock.
Right.
All right, Todd.
Okay.
Okay, pull.
We're here. Just gotta keep coming up. So you want me to go to the middle?
How does that work with like AC current versus DC?
AC travels better than DC.
So you can get away with a thinner wire?
Yeah, but this is good for 100 amps.
Oh, okay.
So.
What do you think?
It's pretty intense.
It's very intense. It literally looks like auditorium, like bleachers or something. Like,
Yeah.
look at this.
It's cool. So we've got a lot done today. We pulled almost 450 feet worth of cable through these conduits from the power building. And then the panels are now, they all have to be like linked together because they're running in parallel or series.
Parallel and series. Look at you.
Oh, I'm paying attention. Can you tell this isn't my project? But I think it looks really cool. And like, so these are the main switches for this array. Breakers. Well, they're little switches. But like,
little knobby knobs.
these are electric knobs, but they're pretty cool because like I can still play with it right now. So it's kind of like, shut the dampers on Titanic, you know? Like,
So everything links in behind here. So look at all the cables. It's a lot.
yeah, today has been a lot actually.
It has.
And I've worked up quite the appetite.
What do you think, boys? Are you hungry?
Oh, I could always go off there with something.
Who wants supper?
You ready to go?
Yeah? Let's go make some food.
So we have spent the last little bit just hanging out in the dome and having a little bit of red wine, making some dinner, instant noodles in a cup. But you know what? They're delicious, nutritious.
Well, the water's not in yet. We're boiling water on the wood stove right there. Which, by the way, it is so warm in here right now. It's like,
yeah,
it's warm. We should look at what the temperature is actually.
it's actually really good that we've had this time, I guess. What is it?
27.
27 degrees.
I don't know
Wow.
what that is in American, but we'll put it down below.
Yeah, it's just really good. Maybe now it's making a little bit more sense why we've spent the last few months making the dome more of a home, because we've accepted the reality that we're several years away from moving into the container house and we need to be comfortable. So that's why
Several years.
I think it's going to be like 1 to 2 realistically,
Yeah.
like with everything going on. And then
I know what
also-
you mean though. Like, it's good that we had the foresight to like create this. Like, we're
Yeah.
cooking right now on the wood stove and
we're warm, we're comfortable,
we have everything we need.
and he's ready for bed. Like, look how comfy little Nugget is.
Look how comfy the little nugget is.
So anyway, I don't know. Sure, there's some delays, but we're trying to stay positive and make the best of it. And we did get some exciting news that we have a crew coming tomorrow. And we're going to get started on a project that's going to make it more comfortable in the house to keep working as we work through all these challenges and setbacks. And yeah, I'm just really excited for that. So
Maybe the silver lining is that like we created this and like we have everything that we need.
maybe. Time will tell.
Time will tell. But for now, it's enough.
Yeah. So anyway, we are going to enjoy our wine, enjoy our cup of noodles.
Maybe that's why we're in such a good mood. Wine, cup of noodles, warm.
Yeah.
What else do you really need?
Exactly. So we will see you next Sunday.
See you Sunday.